Pastor Adeboye declares nationwide prayers to save Dangote Refinery from evildoers. And now to the news info. A divine intervention has been sought to take out the evil machinations against Africa's first key private refinery facility that has propelled Nigeria's refining capacity. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Adeboye, who saw this coming, has urged Nigerians to pray for divine intervention in the face of efforts by unscrupulous oil marketers to thwart the operations of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, following the previous sabotage of Nigeria's four state-owned refineries. Nobody is sabotaging Dangote. He's the one sabotaging himself. He's the one. Maybe they're sabotaging him, I don't know, but at least he should bring down the price of his fuel. People cannot be importing fuel cheaper than your own that is here in Nigeria, saying that, oh, your own is refined, it is better than the ones they are buying from there. No. We are in Nigeria. If you really want to help us, you help us completely and bring down the price of your fuel. You keep saying you have over how many liters, 500 million liters of oil, and you left it there, you don't want to sell it. Why? Because it's obvious that he wants to monopolize it. And that is what the marketers don't want. So I don't know how prayer is going to resolve this issue. The respected clergyman made the call for nationwide prayers during the November 2024 Abuja Special Holy Ghost Service themed Total Restoration, which held in the capital city. While Adeboye did not explicitly name the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, his remarks echoed the ongoing attempts by all marketers to prevent the refinery from functioning as it was designed. They are not stopping him, preventing him from functioning. He is the one that has increased his price to the price that the people that cannot buy from. They can't buy it because how can I be importing something and the cost for me to bring it down to the country is still cheaper than the ones that you want to sell. I'm not importing, but your own is still very expensive. So why should I buy from you? They won't buy from him now. Dangote Refinery, based in Lekki, Lagos, is the only facility currently refining petrol in Nigeria, and Adeboye's comments reflected the dispute between the refinery and oil marketers who seek to continue importing fuel for personal gain. Pastor Adeboye reminded the congregation that it was God who raised Aliko Dangote to establish a refinery after years of failed attempts to revive Nigeria's 4 public refineries. Why can't they restore our own public refineries? That, okay, one person single-handedly built a refinery by himself, but the whole presidents, governors, everybody cannot come together to make sure that one refinery out of the public refineries that we have is working. You can't see the politics in play, Abi. Okay, now. Pastor Adeboye reminded the congregation that it was God who raised Aliko Dangote to establish the refinery after years of failed attempts to revive Nigeria's 4 public refineries, which had consumed billions of naira with little result. He questioned the persistence of fuel imports, despite Nigeria's status as a major crude oil producer. Are we under a curse? He asked. We have 4 refineries. We poured all kinds of money into them. None of them is working, but God raised someone to build a refinery that works. He's not my relative. He's not from my village. He's not even a Christian. But he's a Nigerian who says, why should my people suffer when I have the means to build a refinery that can work? Now he's refining petrol, and some people want to stop him from selling it so they can keep importing. Adeboye also pointed out the damage caused by the fuel subsidy, describing it as a significant drain on Nigeria's resources, contributing to the country's mounting debt and corruption. He stressed that when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu announced the end of the subsidy in 2023, Nigerians largely welcomed the decision, but oil marketers who benefited from the subsidy regime were furious. These marketers, the renowned pastor claimed, has formed alliances with some international oil companies, IOCs, and other powerful interests to obstruct the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. This includes restricting access to crude oil, forcing Dangote to import crude from countries like the United States, amongst others. He called for prayer for the total restoration of the country, noting that the Nigerian people are suffering the consequences as the prices of essential goods have soared, pushing many items beyond the reach of ordinary citizens. The masses are the ones suffering because these marketers who are bent on keeping imports alive already have more money than they can ever spend, he said. Despite the Dangote's petroleum refinery's capacity to meet Nigeria's entire demand for petroleum products and even to export surplus fuel, oil marketers continue to pressurize the government to allow ongoing petrol imports. This has placed additional strain on the naira, which has continued to depreciate. I don't know, me, I just think that they don't want to rely fully on Dangote, because we know that he's a king of monopolizing things. If they allow him now and they start buying from him, at the end of the day, even the price that he put it now, he's going to increase it further. That is what he did with cement. He's the only person selling cement in this country. Everywhere you go, Dangote sugar, Dangote cement, Dangote salt. He's monopolizing all these things. So imagine if he now has the power to monopolize fuel. What do you think is going to happen to this country? It's going to put all of us on hold. If people stop importing fuel from outside the country, what do you think is going to happen? Because he was saying it one day that they should stop importation of fuel and they should put it into the bill or constitution. So imagine they do that and he now has the monopoly of selling petroleum. What do you think is going to happen? He's going to increase it further, and then we will not have a choice but to buy, because he's the only one selling. Because where do you want to buy fuel from? Nowhere but from him. So that is what these marketers are really worried about. It's not just because, they don't want to buy from him or they are sabotaging him. No. Recently, the Crude Oil Refineries Owner Associations of Nigeria, (CORAN), urged the government to protect local refineries from unfair competition posed by importers and international petroleum traders, in line with provisions in the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA). Ayenigbara Olatunde Tony says, "I am a Christian. This Adeboye is a scammer. He should pray to God to start refining crude oil for Nigerians. Ole Pastor." Akamulafe Olalekan says, "Which one is prayer to save Dangote refinery? I wonder, does he have genuine interest of Nigerians at that? He is there to maximize profit." Exactly. So I don't know why we are supposed to be praying for him. He should bring down the price of his petroleum and see if people will not buy from him. Oluwaseun Adetoro says, "Bloody liars." Oluwaseun Adetoro also says, "What has your fake and hypocritical prayers positively contributed to Nigeria? Abeg, pray for yourself first, or better still, pray that your God kill those pulling back this country in the next 3 days. If it happens, then I'll believe Christianity is not a fraud." It is well. Olasegun Oni says, you people know our problem. Why waste time to pray? You know our Nigeria problem. Go straight to our problem. Speak out. Stop wasting time, Baba Adeboye. I'm saying, Baba, stop pastor work. Resign. Enough for you. I'm telling you, if you cannot speak the truth to power, because you know the problems that we have in this country, it is our politicians, this is our president. If you cannot speak the truth to them, it is better you keep quiet and stop ridiculing the name of God like this. Because I don't even know what to say. Peter Frank says, "I don't want to write what I will regret later. May God judge everyone." That is just it. Make person no go talk, person go make God slap person. Let God just be the judge, because God has said that we should not judge anybody. So let him judge by himself and not put ourselves into trouble. It is well. We should pray for Dangote. Now listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.